Now a lot of people think that when trying to lose weight you can't treat yourself to things like cake and stuff like that, but I'm here to prove to you that with a bit of lateral thinking you can have your cake and eat it. Although why you would have cake and not eat it. Anyway, here's the recipe. Now as you can see, I've got all my ingredients laid out at the ready. I'll just go through them and the amounts that you need. So first things first, flours. We got peanut flour. You want about 10 to 12 grams of this. All just depends on how much you fancy. You can actually use coconut flour if you really want. However, if you do use that, be sure to put a little bit more liquid in because it soaks it up like a motherfucker. Baking powder, you want half a teaspoon. And then self-raising gluten-free flour, you want 20 grams of that. Onto the main bulk of the cake. So here we have 150 grams of grated carrot. Now you don't actually have to grate all of it, as you'll be blending most of it, but I like to grate it because then what I like to do is blend most of it and then have a little bit extra that I can mix into the batter afterwards to give my cake a bit of a chunky consistency. We've got some red kidney beans here. Now the original recipe called for some sort of bean, whether that be cannelloni beans or butter beans. I've actually found that I tend to prefer the recipe without, as it makes it a lot sort of fluffier and lighter. But if you've got the carb allowance and you fancy a denser cake, then fucking go for it. This is where the fun begins. So I've just got a scoop of chocolate whey, but you can use any flavour. Vanilla's good if you know want to add flavourings to it and all that. I've got some of this stevia maple syrup sweetener. If I can get this in focus, need a bit of practice here. That's just literally to add sweetness. You don't really taste the maple itself once everything else is in. Today I think I'm going to put some toffee flavouring in, just because. Cinnamon's always good, adds a little bit of something to it, and I feel like it gets you get the health benefits of cinnamon. Salt, you don't have to put any salt in, but I've found again that it gives it a little bit of a nice twang, and because I'm doing chocolate today I thought I'd whack in a little bit of extra organic cacao powder. What else? Oh yeah, and you're going to need an egg. You can actually use 2 egg whites, I think it's about 75 grams, but just for simplicity I like to crack a whole egg in and then get the rest of my batter from the milk replacement, the coconut milk. You'll need about, to be fair, it entirely depends whether you use a whole egg or whether you use egg whites and what flour you need. Generally about 75 millilitres is good. It's just add as much as you need to get a better consistency so it's not too thick for when you put it in. Now all there is to do is blend this up and whack it in the oven. And that's it. All that's left is to whack it in. Should just have to give that about 15 minutes, maybe 20. It all depends on the ingredients you used, how deep your dish is, and also if you want it a little bit gooey in the middle. Yeah, we'll see how it comes out. And there you go. I decided to top mine with a bit of calorie-free chocolate syrup and a bit of almond ice cream as well, because I'm having this post-workout today. So yeah, pretty fucking glorious. Enjoy.